Hi, Godzo Medicine PS4 and PS5 nowadays, and Medic Maniac YouTube. So I'm on Elite Dangerous, and this is my Asp Scout, the most disliked and least flown ship in Elite Dangerous, but I like mine, and that's all there is to it, so I don't care what anybody else says. Don't care at all. I like the Asp Scout, and I think it's a good ship. In the price range, it's not an Explorer. And the clue to that is in the name. It's an Asp Scout. Amazingly enough, and you'll have to sit down for this, but the Asp Explorer is an Explorer. But the Asp Scout is simply just that, a scout ship. It also has attributes and qualities that lend itself to silent running and smuggling. It does. Silent running and smuggling are things that I haven't done properly in Elite. I've smuggled here and there, but I wouldn't know how to silent run, so I'm going to have to go and look that up. And I did look a bit of silent running up for building this ship. So anyway, I'll show you what I've done with it. So let's go to outfitting. And start with hard points. So I've put on multi-cannons on the two slots there, and then pulse laser I've gone for underneath. Now I've gone for the multi-crew variants, but you know, weaponry, you can have a look and sort that yourself. I doubt that many people are interested in the Asp Scout since it gets a lot of hate, but I like it and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use it for, you know, purposes that I want to do. So a chaff launcher I've put on there, and a heatsink launcher, and then for core internals, 1A reactive surface composite bulkhead, 4A power plant, 4A thrusters, 4A frameshift drive, 3A life support, 4A power distributor, 4A sensors, 4C fuel tank. For optional internal, 5A shield generator, 4A fuel scoop, 3A shield cell bank, 3E cargo rack, 8 capacity 8, 2C fuel tank, 2D module reinforcement package, and 1D hull reinforcement package. So that's what's on there. So I shall show you what I did with the engineering so far in the modules. So for the thrusters, I use clean drive tuning because obviously, you know, that's better for silent running and smuggling. And then the experimental, you can see the experimental that I've gone for there, drive distributors. So improving, enhancing fuel and thrust balancing across drives to improve mass curve efficiency. Shield generator, thermal resistant shields, and I've gone for the experimental multi-weave. For the sensors, I've gone for wide angle scanner. Power distributor, I've gone for charged enhanced power distributor with cluster capacitors as the experimental there. For frameshift drive, I've gone for increased FSD range with the deep charge experimental on it. For multi-cannon, I've gone for overcharged weapon with oversized experimental on it, and the same for the other one, question mark, why is that not done? I don't know why this is not, that should be done. I'm going to have to go back to the engineering bit. I thought that was done. Anyway, it should be the same as that one. Chaff launcher. I've gone for miscellaneous shielded. Heatsink launcher. I've gone for miscellaneous shielded. Pulse laser. This is not finished yet. I need I have to get my sheet to tell you what I need. I did write it down. For my pulse laser. Where is it? I need military superconductors. Yes, and I need to go looking for them. So that's what I need to make those, like level 5 engineered, because my other one's level 4 engineered as well. So I need those, and then I can put an experimental on there. But yeah, I've started focused weapon for it, so that's what I want to do with it. And then I'll choose an experimental to suit. For the power plant, I've done overcharge power plant with thermal spread, experimental there. And is there anything else at the moment? I haven't done my discovery scanning yet or anything like that. So that's what I've done with it so far. We'll have to do the other multi-cannon. Don't know why that's not done. But yeah, the Asp Scout. It's not an Explorer, it's a Scout. So my intended purpose, what I'm going to use it for in my game, and obviously, as I've said before, games are what we make of them, and we can create things in our heads. We can create stories and stuff, especially with games like Elite that lend themselves completely to that, for you, the player, to role play. I'm going to use my Scout just for that, to scout. Like, let's say I have a home station, to scout all the systems, surrounding systems and stuff, and planets in that. If I want to go off exploring to the far-flung reaches of the galaxy, I'll get in an explorer ship. But my Scout is just that. And the other thing I'm going to use my Scout for is, like I said about silent running and smuggling, I'm going to use it for search and rescue, and also, for that type of thing. Maybe if I've got, a black box or whatever it is from a mission, and contraband goods or something that I picked up from, searching and scouting around, then I can use it for those purposes as well. Now, I do have a gameplay idea for Elite Dangerous, and I was thinking specifically of the Asp Scout when I had this in mind. Like, you'll get a Red Cross in our real world, and the Red Cross should not be attacked by any side. So what I thought was, in line with kind of search and rescue and scouting and stuff like that, if there's a battle going on and you do get them, then there might be escape capsules, and then you could have medical frigates. So you could have like Red Cross and a Red Cross livery, and you take the job as a Red Cross, and you go and you locate escape capsules, as casualties of the war, of the battle, and you take them to the medical frigate. And that could be like a vocation, or a job to take on in Elite Dangerous where you would get paid. If either side attacked you, that would incur great penalties for whoever did that, because you're not supposed to touch Red Cross. And the other gameplay mechanic, or the other gameplay bit that I had in mind for this gameplay idea was, let's say that there's a particular person inside an escape capsule, and they are of particular importance to the other side to eliminate. Then there might be some kind of gameplay loop where they do go after the Red Cross to try and, get at the target that's inside. You know, try and get the target in the escape capsule, and that would also give you incentive to locate them, you know, in time before the opposition did get them, you know. So I just thought of that when I was thinking of the Asp Scout and a little gameplay scenario, and also medical frigates in the game, because I was thinking of the Star Wars medical frigate, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we had medical frigates, you know, like around where the battle was, so it wasn't in the actual conflict zone, but then you had to take your, you know, finds of these people in their escape pods and take them to the medical frigate and, you know, as per Red Cross stuff. So anyway, that is my Asp Scout. That's what I've done with it. That's my role that I've given my Asp Scout and my little gameplay idea. So whatever you're doing, take care, and I shall catch you soon. So I've just been to Todd the Blaster McQueen, and I've got my other multi-cannon sorted out now, just like the one I showed earlier. So my Asp Explorer, they're both like that. Now, just ship stats while I'm here. So its current jump range, as you can see there, is 30.37 light years and 32.16 light years unladen. You can see its stats there, its shield health and stuff, and obviously, as you've seen with the work that I've done on engineering, there's still more work to do. But there you go, my Asp Explorer. And the other thing that I forgot to add was I'll also be using my Asp Explorer for gathering materials. So the search and rescue stuff, smuggling, if I come across any contraband stuff or things like that, and also gathering materials for engineering and scouting all the planets, you know, in sort of almost like a locality. I mean, obviously it's got a decent jump distance on it, and, you know, I can just use it for those purposes and give myself a playstyle for my Asp Scout. So like I say, generally it's the least flown ship in Elite Dangerous, and generally the comments that I've come across are negative about the ship. I have found people who have utilised it in terms of its manoeuvrability and for some of the other functionality it can give. It generally gets bracketed with ships out of its price range, but for the price range of it and what it does, bearing in mind it's not an Explorer, because the Asp Explorer is the Explorer, this is the Scout. It actually says it in the name. So it generally gets compared to other ships and stuff, but it does have traits of its own which are, you know, constructive to silent running / smuggling and stuff. That's my Asp Scout anyway. Take care.